I'll get up in the morning and I'll wait. I don't eat right away. And I vary this also. Sometimes I eat early. Sometimes I eat at 7:30. Sometimes I wait till 11 o'clock. I'm changing things up with my body, not only with my workout and when I exercise, how long I exercise, how many sets, how many reps, and all those things. When I eat, I also change it up. It's rare for me to eat past 6 o'clock, but sometimes I stop eating. Like today, I stopped eating at about 3:30, and I can do that. And so maybe I eat at 8 o'clock in the morning, but I'm not going to do it the same. I'm not going to eat at the exact same times every day. I change that up. That keeps my body guessing. It keeps my body sharp, and I believe it keeps me healthier. But I'm going to give you an ideal first meal of the day for me. I will use protein powder, and I make sure that protein powder, whatever kind of protein powder I'm using, whey protein is excellent because it has all the essential amino acids in a very good proportion. It has high leucine. But there's some plant-based proteins out there that are very, very good too, that have excellent amino acid profiles. Now, for them to have all those amino acids in the right proportion and ratio with the branched chain aminos and leucine, isoleucine, and valine, and have enough leucine, that takes a lot of plants. So these protein powders are going to be more expensive. If you're using a plant-based protein powder, it's going to be more expensive if you get a good one. I like the plant-based protein powders, but it has leucine 2-to-1 over isoleucine and valine, which are the branched chain aminos, and it has all the other essential amino acids. It has a full amino acid profile. And so to me, it doesn't matter where the protein came from if it's got the amino acid profile that I want. So I will take a protein powder, and I will mix in the protein powder. I usually put about 12 ounces of organic almond milk. Sometimes I'll use macadamia nut milk, about 12 ounces. I put 5 grams of creatine monohydrate in that mix, in that mixture. I'll take about 2 or 3 grams of leucine. I put leucine in there because I want to make sure I'm getting enough leucine. Leucine is like the trigger to activating all this protein that you're ingesting. So then I'll put the protein powder in. So I've got leucine, I've got creatine, 5 grams of creatine, about 3 grams of leucine. I also put 2 eggs. So I've got 34 grams of protein just from the eggs in the protein shake, the protein powder. Plus, I spiked it with leucine. Leucine is a key ingredient for synthesizing protein. Now, the last thing I do with this is, well, first I'll get a hot drink, tea or something, maybe coffee. And before I drink this concoction, I'll take about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And it's a high quality olive oil. I want to make sure it's high quality. I take that with my fat soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K. Let's see, that's 4. A, D, E, K. Yeah, 4 fat soluble vitamins. And I take the olive oil, which is a high quality fat, with those. And there's a few other supplements I take, but that's the first thing I do. Hot drink, maybe tea, maybe coffee with some cream in it, with the olive oil. Now, everything in that protein shaker is very, very low carb. I'm getting a couple carbs from the 2 eggs, And I don't choose the protein powders that have carbs in them. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 grams of carbohydrates. A lot of times it's fiber. So that's the first meal of the day. And with the olive oil and everything, I'm at maybe 400 calories. And in those 400 calories, I'm getting 35 grams of protein, but I also mix amino acids. I take amino acids with that meal. And I'm thinking that the amino acids, which are essential amino acids, just like the amino acid profile that is on your protein powder, your whey protein or your whatever type of protein you're taking, could even be a animal-based protein. I take a scoop of amino acids, which is about 8 grams, but that's going to be equivalent to a lot more than 8 grams of protein. It's going to be more like equivalent to 25 grams of protein and no calories. So if you're older, use amino acids. I think that's one of the best tips I can give all of you because it's something that's helped me. Is it going to help you? Probably. Again, make sure you get a quality amino acid, but the amino acids have to be quality. You don't want junk in it, any bad sweeteners or any of that stuff. I like the essential amino acids. Get all the essential amino acids, which are the amino acids that your body can't make. But if you have all the essential amino acids, your body can make all the other amino acids. I don't know, there's about 22 of them, or I don't know, maybe there's more. But there's 9 essential, most experts agree there's 9 essential amino acids. Some say 8, I've even heard 10. But when you get all of those amino acids, the essential amino acids, your body can make all the other amino acids. So what's healthy about that is your body can now make the amino acids that it wants. It can make the amino acids that it needs. Your body knows what it needs. And when it's got all the tools there and all the material, it can build what it wants. It can build the enzymes, the muscle, whatever your body needs. So I'm always making sure that I have all the essential amino acids in my diet and in every meal. And I take a lot of amino acids. A lot of people think it's, they poo-poo it, but it's something I've done since I was 18, and it's always benefited me because the reality of it is like I'm increasing my protein without taking in any calories. It's just single molecules. The amino acids are in singular form. When you take a protein shake or you eat eggs or any type of protein, your body breaks down those amino acids into singular molecules. Now it's not an amino acid chain, it's singular amino acids. So with this first meal that I've talked about, I've got the protein, the powder, and I do like the plant-based that I take because it's got the full amino acid profile, but it also has other plant benefits. This is organic, and some of the calories are plant food based. Without a lot of calories. It's like taking a green drink with my protein powder. So I'm getting the protein powder, which my body's going to break down into those amino acids, which are in the perfect formula. But then I have singular amino acids going in at the same time. And plus I've got the eggs, which eggs are like a near perfect food. They have all the fat soluble vitamins in them, and they have the fat, also perfect fat. An egg is, in my opinion, about the most perfect food you can eat. It's got all of the fats, polyunsaturated, monounsaturated, and saturated fats in about 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. It's a perfect food. That'll help with the fats that are in that. It's got selenium in it. Eggs are amazing. And of course, I always eat the whole egg. The nutrients, all the good stuff, all the healthy stuff is in the yolk. And I'm not a doctor, but I've been doing this a long time and I know my body. I'm 60 years old. I'm on 0 medications. None. My blood pressure is probably 105 over, it's usually 105 over 65, somewhere in that range. But I attribute it to exercise and my diet. And I eat very strictly. My diet is strict. Every once in a while, sure, I'll go have pizza and beer. But I don't do that every day. That's a rare thing for me to eat pizza. Because, I eat it at home sometimes, but it's cauliflower crust. It's a healthy pizza. And it doesn't even really have very many carbs. And the cheese, for people like me, is not bad. Cheese is not good. Dairy is not good for some people, but everyone's different. I'm fine with dairy. And I'm fine with just about any food, as long as the carbs aren't too high. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things that I think are beneficial to me now. And I want to encourage everybody, don't just go do things the way I do it, or the way some fitness expert or some fitness influencer on social media tells you to do it, because you are not exactly like them. Their way might work for you, depending on your age, depending on your body composition, but you have to get it dialed in for yourself. You have to figure out exactly how many calories are best for you, exactly what your macros should be, and your exercise program. And remember, change up everything. Eat at different times of the day, all the time. Don't always eat at the same. Don't always do the same workout program. Don't always take the same amount of rest. Don't always lift light. Don't always lift heavy. Mix it up. Mix up the combinations of how you group your muscles. And I think we've got some other stuff on this channel about workout splits. You can go check out those. We do a lot of stuff for people who are coming from being a beginner and they want to get to being an intermediate lifter. What kind of exercises do you do? What changes? How do you change your workout days, your workout split? The split is the different workouts that you do. If it's a 4-day split, that means 4 days. You might have 2 different exercises that you do on those 4 days. One on Monday and Thursday, one on Tuesday and Friday. You might have 3 different workouts that you do on those 4 days. And then you'd rotate right into the next week. So those are all things that you want to be changing, and keep your body guessing. Check your glucose. See how your body responds to different foods. And sometimes my glucose will go up really nothing. If I don't eat any carbs, if I just get some fat and some protein, my glucose won't hardly budge. And that can be important as you get older, because a lot of people are pre-diabetic and they don't even know it. I think a lot of people are diabetic and they don't even know it. So you have to monitor this, and it's changing all the time. Your glucose will change so fast. You go get your blood work done, that's just a snapshot at 1 second where your glucose is. 10 minutes later, it could be completely different. Or 10 minutes before, it might have been completely different. There's a dawn effect, which a lot of times your glucose will spike in the morning, even when you haven't eaten anything, because your body's getting up and ready to go. So find out what your glucose is doing. It's a huge measure of what your overall health is. So I hope you guys like this. The channel, Vitality and Wellness, we do interviews with doctors, with personal trainers, with nutritionists, and tell us what topics that you want to hear about, because we're interviewing people all the time. We're in the gym a lot. we're in multiple gyms, and it's a blessing to be able to have multiple gyms and go into them and do different things and talk to different people. But we're in the gyms a lot doing some demonstrations, and we do have connections with a lot of staff members that are really, really good trainers and know how to train people of all ages. Trainers sometimes specialize in one thing over another, so it's important to know and who your trainer is and make sure that you can relate to them. But not most important is that they can relate to you. So I hope all this helps. Guys, we appreciate the support. We're trying to build this channel, Vitality and Wellness, and bring more things to you guys. So that's what our goal is to bring you more information and more opinions, because everyone has an opinion, especially these days on social media. Everyone has an opinion about fitness and health and what you should eat. And I've done videos where Soleil, which is salt, and people will they're trashing me saying, bro, don't drink that. You're going to die. That's salt. No, Himalayan sea salt is healthy. It has 84 minerals in it. It's one of the best things that you can put in your body. It's not going to hurt you. So there's a lot of junk out there, a lot of things that are just repeated about salt is one of them. Of course, you want a good, healthy salt. You eat butter, make sure it's a good, healthy butter. I drench all my food in butter. Maybe my calories are higher than I think, but that butter is healthy. And when I cook, that's what I cook in. I cook in butter. I go out to eat, I ask them, please cook my food in butter, all of it, and cook it in a lot of butter. Because most restaurants are cooking with canola oil. I'm sorry, canola oil, that's poison. Or soybean oil, maybe worse. Soybean oil is not good stuff. And these vegetable-based oils are not healthy. So do your own research. I always want to encourage people to do your own research and find out for yourself. See what you should be eating. Get opinions out there. I love YouTube, watching the different people and getting the different opinions, doctors and fitness influencers. I don't agree with all of them, but I get bits and pieces from most of them that I do agree with and I do appreciate. So do that too. You can't just listen to one person, and then you got to figure it out for you. What's best for you? Hope that helps everybody. Like and subscribe to Vitality and Wellness. Now, also, I wanted to mention, we may be doing some vitamin bags in some of our clubs. We're really excited about that. We'll stay tuned for more information on that. Parkway Athletic Club has a YouTube channel. Fitness for 10 has a YouTube channel. Everything's kind of connected on my website, stevemain.com. So you can go to stevemain.com and you can find out more about me, find out more about my career. If you want to reach out to me or connect with me, you can do it there. Or you can just do what so many of you do, and that's just trash me right here in the comment section. It's kind of funny. Well, you got to have thick skin to do this. I really get, I won't use any bad words. Let's just say I'm getting the tar beat out of me sometimes over things that I thought were common sense, like how to put a weight away, or don't do this or don't do that are just common things in a gym. So you can always trash me right there in the comment section too. I love it. So I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for listening.